Hello kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Smalls. So today's video we are going to talk about my pregnancy. I've actually gotten a lot of requests on this, so I am finally doing this video for you guys. So let's get right into the video. First thing I wanted to talk about was eating habits. So I made sure that I was eating a lot of home cooked meals. So like I said, if I want a cheeseburger, I would make sure that we got the ingredients and made it here instead of going out and getting something very greasy and fatty. But I did incorporate a greasy, fatty meal occasionally. So like going out and getting like Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever. I would occasionally get that, but I preferred everything to be home cooked. So we were cooking up storms left and right. I was eating a lot of pasta, salmon, mashed potatoes, green onions. We were making some meals, so that definitely helped me keep my baby healthy, keep myself healthy, keep myself from gaining all this extra weight when I was pregnant. The second thing I wanted to talk about was exercise. So I did excuse me, I did exercise while I was pregnant. However, I stopped exercising, like going to the gym. I stopped going to the gym probably about a month. No, probably about when I was 3 months pregnant. And while I was going to the gym, I made sure that I wasn't doing any heavy lifting because you're not supposed to heavy lift. So I was not heavy lifting, but I was still working out what I could. Third thing I wanted to talk about was giving birth. So when I had my daughter, I actually had a C-section. I don't know if a lot of people know that. But it was a very scary experience for me, personally. I've only had maybe 2 major surgeries in my entire life, and I was a baby when that happened. I was very young, so I don't remember. It was super scary for me initially to have to be put on a table and expect them to cut me open. And then, I'm not really gonna go into detail to what they do in the C-section. But anyways, it was very scary for me personally. But I did have my mom there, my husband. A lot of people were there who were very supportive of me, and I was just very happy to have that, that big group there with me. And then I was admitted to Kaiser, which is the hospital that I was born at. So my daughter was born in the same hospital that I was born, Kaiser in Riverside. Shout out to them because they did an amazing job. They were so good with me. They made my experience amazing. Like I have never felt more safe in a hospital. I don't like hospitals, but I have never felt more safe in a hospital than when giving birth to my daughter. Okay, so the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about was my body after having my baby. So I gained about 25 to 30 pounds my whole pregnancy, which isn't really a lot, but like I said, my eating habits and my exercise did help keep me at a lower weight gain. But afterwards, I still had a little bit of that weight on me. So I was about 129 or something like that after having my baby. And so my perfect weight for me, honestly, is like between 118 and 125. But I need to be like toned, muscular. I can't just be like... But yeah, so what did help me get back to my petite frame was I made sure that I used a waist trainer, and they gave me like this in the hospital. They gave me like a kind of like a waist trainer, but it was like a Velcro one that they just like, you put right here and then you just wrap really, really tightly, and then it Velcros and it just keeps you nice and wrapped. So they gave me one of those, and I used that the whole time I was in the hospital and even after. And then I used the waist trainers that you have to button up like all the way up to right here, and I did use both of them 24/7. And when I say 24/7, I only took it off when I was going to shower. So yes, I slept in it. Yes, I ate with it on because you don't want your stomach to expand even more while you're eating, and just keep that extra loose skin like that. So I did, you know, keep them on all the time to compress my skin, or to compress my stomach back to where it's supposed to be, nice and skinny, and that helped a lot. And I did that, like I said, 24/7, okay, day in, day out, for 4 months straight. 4 months straight, I made sure that I did not take that off because I did not want to stay loose at all. And on top of that, I did start working out about a month after I had my baby. But the recuperation after my C-section was pretty hard. I couldn't really walk like normally for about a week after, just because my legs were so numb. Like, I kind of honestly still have a numb spot on my abdomen because of how much medicine they had to use to numb me, because I did kind of feel a little bit of poking the first round of medicine that they had put in me. So they had to do it again, and that kind of left me numb. Like, to this day, I don't know if I'll ever get feeling back in that one little spot. It's like a little teeny tiny spot, but I don't really feel it. But yeah, so that was kind of the aftermath. The last thing that I want to talk about is postpartum depression. It's a real thing that girls go through, so don't take it lightly. I personally don't think that I had gotten postpartum depression per se, but there are times when a mom feels like she just is not fit enough to do the job. You feel like you're alone even if you have a partner, and then there are those who don't even get to have a partner. So I was extremely lucky in having mine stay with me to this day. But yeah, so I did get pretty lucky with my hubby, who I get to, you know, I get to share the work with, basically. I mean, it's hard work being a parent. I'm not gonna say it's not, but it's also very bliss. It's a very different experience than when you're young. Like, you're always gonna have a different mindset until you become a parent. Like, even when you're in a relationship, your mindset changes. You become a completely different person, and it almost like it kicks in the instincts. But anyways, postpartum depression, it's real, it sucks. Which brings me to the last thing that I wanted to talk about: environment. When I was pregnant, I made sure that I had a good environment around me with people that cared about me and that I cared about, that I knew were going to be a good vibe around my kid. But that's super, super important. Just keep good people around you, and it'll help keep the stress levels down. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. I promise I'll be putting out more videos. Alrighty, thank you guys, and stay safe. So first thing I did want to talk about is, what was the first thing I wanted to talk about? I've actually gotten a lot of requests about this a lot over the course of okay. But yeah, it was super scary for me initially to have to go,